Hey, what's up, guys? Victor Bell wanted to shoot you a quick message today in reference to something that I find very important. I'm driving, headed to a class. Let me move this thing. That didn't help. Anyways, this is about comfort. One of the biggest lessons I learned from selling my buildings, moving to California, and that period of my time, man, that was a freaking rough time. I mean, I'm back in the growing phase, but I can tell you one of the biggest lessons I learned about that was the fact that I actually got comfortable. I stopped buying assets. As a matter of fact, assets that I did have, I stopped using them as assets and they became liabilities. So one of the biggest lessons that I took away from that thing is, dude, do not get comfortable. My gym became an asset. Even my last bit of properties my gym became a liability to me, right? It was costing me more money because I stopped growing. I got comfortable. I was like, all right, well, I'm ahead. Our brand is good. Our name is good. Our guys are winning. But I stopped going out there and doing what it took to continue. Like, what I didn't recognize is anything that's normal, anything that becomes average is eventually going to go down. Average and being normal is not a good place to be. Normal growth is average growth, and average growth sucks. Do not get comfortable. So if you want to continue to succeed, like if you take a look at your real estate business, you have to constantly be growing. All the deals that I'm seeing right now are from people who are not wanting to take responsibility from the point where they started to get comfortable. Okay, I don't have to look at my contractor's work anymore. I don't have to go back and make sure that we're still raising money. I don't have to make sure that we're still buying deals. Now, all of these investors are becoming motivated owners, motivated sellers, needing to get rid of their property. So I can tell you, man, that's a big lesson. So what do you do to not get comfortable? One, you got to stay hungry. You got to take a look at everything you're doing, any money you have coming in, any opportunity that comes across the table, and say, look, dude, is this going to help me grow? Is this going to help me get closer to where I want to go? Because if it is, that's the route that I need to take. It's not a question. It is vital to your success that you make sure that you continue to take a look at everything coming in as a possibility to help you grow and see it as an asset. And so you got to stay hungry from that perspective. And number two, you have to really take a look at anything that you've had for a long time, and if it's not actually growing and making you better, get rid of it. Use whatever you got to sell, do friendships you got to cut off that ain't growing, people that you know that aren't trying to get better, classes or books or information that you know that you aren't using anymore. Get rid of it and use the freedom from having that old weight hanging you down that's keeping you comfortable to be able to catapult yourself to the next step. Because it's just, when you see it as a condition of, I'm in a condition of just being normal now. You need to do whatever steps you have to do to take normal conditions into the next condition of being more affluent, growing, moving to a position of power in your life, your business, your money, your finances, your relationships, everything. It's super important. The biggest failure that I had in my life wasn't because I wasn't succeeding. It was because I got comfortable at the level of success that I had got to, and it was no longer enough to keep me and my family going. So I hope that helps you guys. I just wanted to put this message out. This is not a motivational speech. This is not a pump you up speech. This is a thing that's saying, hey, look, in today's market, this is not a real market. This up market that causes people to be able to jump into games that they wouldn't normally have had the experience, they wouldn't normally have been able to get into. It just makes it super easy for people. But what it does is it makes people comfortable. You have to stay hungry. You have to stay moving. You got to get yourself out into more dangerous situations, right? Because of that, it'll force you to stay aware. It'll force you to keep growing. It'll force you to keep climbing. And because of it, you'll always tap on the door of having ultimate success, right? And like I said, that's the 10-to-1 mentality of you being a person that can do the work, do 10 times the work of the average person out there. Average investor, average player, average business owner, average entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, you need to be that guy. All right, so I hope this thing helps you guys. Do not take your average success as being normal and become comfortable, because you will be stuck there, and odds are it'll go down if you don't make it better. All right, man, I hope this helps you, man. Share this video, like this video, comment if you need to. Share it with somebody who needs to see it, who has gotten comfortable, and you want the best for them. You want them to keep growing and succeeding. You need to be a part of that success too, because what I say, if you aren't growing, man, you're going to die, and everything will die with it. And if you're a part of somebody else's death and you know better, shame on you. All right, man, I love you guys. You have a great day today. See you guys soon. To your success, to your wins. Let's get after it.